Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. We are, of course, at the future Nou Camp. Given a new look after 4 years of renovations, it is bigger, better and ever more beautiful. And already we're underway here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has that trickery and athleticism to beat people, and a spring in his step, always a spring.
And he shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! Tarkowski trying to keep this in. Van Dijk gets it clear. Taken back almost at once. And here's Marino, and it's Ødegaard. And he's got the beating of his man. Ødegaard. Nicely weighted ball. Saka climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Marino certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
James. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Vardiol cuts it out. Szoboszlai. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Ødegaard! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's been taken short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Saka. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's there to clear it. Reinders. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Looking for options for movement. And there's Green. He's had a shot! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Chelsea have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely...
Great chance!
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Timber. Mosquera. Ødegaard. Nice sequence of passes, this. Eze will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's worked it through. That's the keeper's ball. James. That's a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for a corner. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught.
And the shot! And again! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Raya herring after the ball here. And it's Timber. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vardiol picks it up out wide.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Saka looking to run onto it. He's got away. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Nice looking ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Szoboszlai. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Shot could be on. Timber. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Arsenal are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He's having a go! Denied by an instinctive save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And that has been cleared. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Ødegaard. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Jesus. Gabriel Jesus showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He is through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Chooses to go back. Crossed in once more.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Rodri. Chelsea applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because
it's Gabriel Jesus! And he hits the net! And again they hit the front! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Chelsea go into the lead. Szoboszlai! Foden. No, that's been intercepted. Havertz. Ball's gone out of play.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Havertz. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He could be in here. He's through, it's one-on-one. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
It's run loose here. Plays it across.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! There's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And he's gone for goal. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Spread out to the left, and he welcomes it in.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
He's picked his way through. Gabriel Jesus. And it's James. Jorginho does really well to win the ball there. James. Now it's Reinders. And that's been intercepted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, it's played into the area. He's got tall. No, not the best of headers.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
El dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos por el
Time added on 4 minutes. And he was quick to react.
El dorsal 45. Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Can he get it through? That is lovely. We get a throw in. Oh, nice touch. Delivers the ball. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Havertz! That's it. We're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio. Cambio de jugadores.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Arsenal displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. That's very neat. Cross goes in. Oh, great header! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Reinders. Joelinton is onto this. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That has not gone well. He's had it taken off him. And here's Jesus. That is good alertness. Now that's well seen too. Looking to play him in. Played into space out wide. Can he finish? Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
It's just really poor from a defensive standpoint. A very soft goal if you look at it. Everyone was busy doing the wrong thing. Someone's really got to be picking him up when he's in that position.
Chelsea get themselves into the lead. Now it's Haaland. Long ball by the goalkeeper. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And we are already back underway. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Sarr. Ekitike. And that could set him on his way. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Isak has it out wide and in space. Oh, sweet feet. And he's picked it up out wide. Crosses it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
This looks promising. And he cuts out the supply. Nicely spread. Mohamed Salah. He's found a way through. He can get that clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Haaland. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Mosquera. Now it's Isak. And they've got a throw. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And that's aimed into the middle. Up he goes! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's the end. Arsenal perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Nino.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick. I'm expecting...
Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Arsenal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
He's found a way through. And it's Jorginho. And here's Marino. Arsenal finding their passes. Shot, surely! They've done it! 2-0, and in next to no time.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
The goal scorer for Arsenal after 8 minutes is number 23, Marino.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Saka is sharing after that one. Now it's Marino. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Timber. Now that looks a decent ball. Madueke is in a really good position out wide. And a chance! Yes! And he is just ripping it up. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Milner. Looking to play him in. Raya gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Eze. And it's James. And here's Torres. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Timber. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's picked his way through. He's in space and looking for options. He gets big. No, not the best of headers. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. Eze. Madueke. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Saliba. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he's found support out wide. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. He's got tall. No, he didn't quite meet it right. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Palmer. Milner. Palmer. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Timber. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Milner. Picked out brilliantly. He's on it. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Applies the finish! Milner, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vardiol cuts it out. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, super find. He's through and all alone! Big chance! And yes, it's there! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Number 9, Fernando Torres!
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Ambitious ball here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Ødegaard. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job.
Might want to be careful there.
And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Marmouche. And the whistle goes for half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Arsenal do lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2.
And an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket. Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half. And it's Milner. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great ball, and he's in here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Timber's cross. And that's the keeper's ball. This looks promising. Ødegaard knocks it into space. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Calafiori. Now Saliba. Ødegaard. And it's Timber. That's a throw. Tries to play it through. Well, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. Chips it through. Now it's Martinez. Madueke. Well, that is one way to stop him. Tries to pass it through. Marmouche. Merino, looking for the run. Can he get onto this? Oh, that's fabulous. That is good alertness. Saka. Can he get on the end of this? And that's decent chance! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Number 8.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
Number 11.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was
18,
lacking.
Isak. Number 29. High heavens.
Now it's Palmer, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Torres. Torres! And that is high. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 7.
Arsenal making another change
Number
here.
10.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Ukraine. Number 36. Zubimendi.
Gravenberg, Palmer, who's set up one goal so far. Zubimendi, Mohamed Salah.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Chance! And that would have won it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
No luck with that dink over the top.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a throw-in.
Substitution in progress.
Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And he's gone backward here. Mohamed Salah with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Now that's well seen too.
Arsenal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Havertz looks to get on the end of this. Palmer. That is ended up in no man's land. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Oh, good take in a good area. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them...
There's the header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Havertz! Well, now it's a race for the ball. In for the pieces! And that may well be that. That is that. Arsenal have done it. The perfect outcome in this most... Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper, because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind of presence that spreads a composure and a confidence to his defence and throughout the team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Endrick. Steep, real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Rivaldo. Now, can they get him away? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Vinicius Junior.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rivaldo! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. He is just caressing the ball. And this is Messi. No goals as yet. Can he get away here? Played back in. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Koundé. Yamal.
That's good play from him.
Ronaldinho, a true great in every sense of the word. Knocks it into space. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Messi. No, he wasn't going to let him past. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's intervened well there. Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Azar. Hazard going full steam ahead down the left flank. Goes for the shot! Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Rivaldo. A probing pass. Vinicius Junior. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away. to get them off and running. It's hit the upright. It's a threatening ball. Goes for a shot! A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. Barcelona have their second corner now. Guardiola goes short, swings it across, and it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Foot in. Chouameni.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And Koundé. Ricky Puig. Now it's Endrick. Now it's Ronaldinho. Hazard. Endrick. That's a shade optimistic. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. That's a sharp pass. Shot could be a big chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Danger averted for now. And here's Rivaldo. It's Rivaldo! They've scored!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Messi. Messi. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's a and the finish! Brilliant from Endrick! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the lead lasts no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he's there to belt it away. Vinicius Junior. Simeone. Well, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Spread it left. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that was vital. Well timed, excellent interception. Ricky Pooch. And here's Endrick. It's a really well-measured ball. Endrick. Oblak gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That pass has been well intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Raspadori. And here's Endrick. Oh, good spread. Delivered with swing. Into the last quarter of an hour. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has been cut short. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for the run, and he cuts out the supply. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Messi. Now it's Rivaldo. He's having a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Barcelona have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's well spotted. No way through. Guardiola, there he goes, motoring full. Chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Desperate defending required here. Oh, there's the clearance.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Pablo Barrios did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Rivaldo. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
He's in space and looking for options. Nicely shaped ball. Simeone is in a really good position out wide. Now it's Simeone. Now it's Sorloth. And he's there to clear it. Tries to dink it through. Simeone.
Cambio de jugadores.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And the shot! And that could so easily have gone in. It didn't, and the 90 minutes are up. So after that very late drama, we are still level here.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a brief breather, and then extra time.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden disfrutar de la transmisión en directo de este partido en la emisora de radio oficial del equipo. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 2
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Raspadori, and he whips it across. And it's Griezmann, and he was quick to react. Alvarez. Raspadori. Can he get it through? That's a throw. Pablo Barrios. Tchouaméni really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And he was alert to it. What a throw in. Sends it crossfield. Raspadori. Now it's Solot. Now it's Raspadori. Showing great feet there. He's got away. That's been drilled. Shot at goal! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, this looks sharp. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to pass it through. Solot receives it in a good position. And the shot! And with that, we've reached the halfway point of extra time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Well, we are already up and running again. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. And it's Kaka. He has found the way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Raspadori absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Solot. It's a good spell of possession, this. Solot. Shot, surely! And that would have won it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Now he's got space here. He's cut it out. Griezmann. Guti. Simeone. And it's made its way to him.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Griezmann could try cutting inside here. And it's played in here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi! He scores! They have stolen level at the last! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think you've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now it's Simeone. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So it comes down to this, a final rallying cry, and then kicks from the spot. Boy, you can feel the tension. So he walks up to the spot and puts the ball down. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he's got and missed it.
He didn't need to cut things so finely.
Messi is the next man in the spotlight. Big character, big moment, big save. Raspadori is the man who's second in line. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Griezmann is second man up. Coolly into the bottom corner.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Solot is third in line. Oh, what a save!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Rivaldo is the third man to step forward. And the keeper's come up trumps.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Simeone is the fourth man to step forward for them. Oh, and the keeper guessed right too.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
Tchouaméni is the last of 5 scheduled takers. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Oblak obliged to stop this to keep them alive. That's it! It is done! So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the...